I wanted to record my most recent Son of Hunter Maniacs glove that I finished up around 2 weeks ago. This is my first attempt at working with unheated copper pipe, meaning that I basically got copper pipe and I cut out the templates using a Dremel tool, as opposed to heating it up, flattening it out, and then tracing my templates. Very interesting experience. I made this particular glove for myself, which is why it's a lot tighter than I would make my gloves. Tighter than my previous gloves, because I wanted this to not be so loose on my hand. This Son of Hunter Maniacs glove is not accurate in terms of weathering. I am aware that the Son of Hunter Maniacs glove was mostly soldered, but I wanted to make a Son of Hunter Maniacs glove that had the that more so matched the weathering of the Part 1 Hero glove, which is why I braced the blades and why I also braced these the middle and ring stall pieces. I also braced on parts of the back plate, like these screws. Most of this glove is braced, except for the ringlets. Those are obviously soldered on. It's a very awkward glove to wear. Kind of throws me off. Gonna have to adjust that a little bit. In terms of templates, though, I do think it's accurate, at least in terms of proportions. Maybe not so much the size, because I don't really have access to the original prop, so I don't know how big it actually is or how long. But I did do some alterations to my older templates, specifically on the back plate. My original backplate templates were a lot wider than this. I reduced that. They were also slightly longer by, I want to say 2 centimeters, maybe 3. So I also reduced that as well. I also, another thing that I changed is I also got smaller screws for this glove, which made it so much easier to downscale. I also lengthened the tips. The blade templates are practically the same, although I am using thinner stainless steel. Well, this is not stainless steel. This is more spring steel. It can flex a little bit, and it pops back into shape. I do think that's a bit more accurate. I did say that I weathered this glove to more resemble the original Hero glove from the 1984 Nightmare on Elm Street movie. So originally I was going to have the blades polished, which they kind of are, but they're mostly scratched up. I just thought that a Son of Hunter Maniacs glove would look a bit weird if it had the blades polished. After all, it is supposed to be a prototype. Can make a full fist. Sorry, I'm not really at a good angle, so I can't really see how well I'm recording this. But yeah, just wanted to show that off. Oh, and another thing, I did screw this on the back. I added 2 screws and I tightened them against each other as opposed to tightening it against the back plate, as I didn't really want to scratch up the back plate, which is also been weathered to look more like a part 1 back plate. I will likely be making another one of these. I definitely want to make one that's more accurate, you know, so not looking like it's brazed on, minus the red coloration on the stalls and tips, just to see how it would turn out. This was sort of a experiment. Another thing that I did is I keep remembering, but on certain parts you can see that I filed them down in a weird way to better resemble the look of a prototype. I don't know how well you can see that. Kind of a minute detail. But yeah, that's basically everything. Oh yeah, I was also able to find a similar styled leather glove. This is not the same exact one that Travis Cowsill used for his Son of 100 Maniacs glove, but the stitching is pretty close from what I've seen. It's just that I believe his glove was pigskin. I could be wrong about that. Whereas this is elk skin, and it is a bit thicker than most gloves that I've worked with. But yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to show it off. But yeah. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I hope people like it as much as I do.